Hi everyone. I hope all of you are safe and staying home and being responsible, but at the same time having fun, bonding, cooking, doing things that you've always wanted to do, never had the time. So today I want to discuss the importance of the throat chakra. I have found in my line of work, my work on myself, which is always ongoing, my work with my clients, that the throat chakra is by far the most important of all the chakras. Of course, I know all the chakras are extremely important and each chakra has a specific function. But I have found that the imbalance or disturbance in the throat chakra causes a disturbance in all the chakras. And so it is so important to keep this throat chakra healthy and active and in balance. Of course, we all know that the throat chakra is the chakra responsible for communication and expression. And it is exactly this that I would like to talk about. Over centuries, maybe, we have been conditioned to be nice, to ensure that people like us, to put on masks that we know will make people approve of us. And one of these masks that we put on is how we speak and what we speak. But what happens with this mask is that we end up suppressing what is the truth about what we feel, what we think, and what we believe in. Even as children, we are encouraged to believe what our parents believed in. We are encouraged to know. We are forced to think the way our school teachers would like us to think. Expressing our emotion is often frowned upon by saying, now don't be silly and don't be so oversensitive and let's move on to another subject. Come on, forget about it. Let's have some fun. So we grow up believing that expression of what we think and feel and believe is in fact something that is almost like a social taboo. And due to this, what has happened is that the throat chakra has become a chakra that in almost every single person I find is a chakra that is extremely weak, that is very, very often imbalanced, that is disturbed. The suppression of our truth and the suppression of our feelings has led to illnesses which we are not even aware. We do not link up the connection between the self-imposed suppression and the illnesses that we go through. When the throat chakra is imbalanced, when the throat chakra is extremely weak, the root chakra goes into imbalance because there is a sense of insecurity, there's a sense of an imbalance in our lives, in our material existence. This imbalance comes to us in different ways in our environment, either through our careers or through money-related issues. The sacral chakra is not so powerful in its ability to be creative, in its ability to make us intuitive. Nurturing becomes an issue that we have problems with. We cannot nurture ourselves and we cannot nurture others in a healthy manner. And with the solar plexus, we find that an imbalanced throat chakra will will take away from us our sense of inner power, our sense of inner authority. We somehow give up this authority over ourselves to others. We, we allow them to talk to us in whatever way they wish to. We allow them to say what they wish to because we want to keep the peace. In fact, sometimes, sadly, I have found we even believe that what the others are telling us about ourselves is the truth. We internalize their words and we make it to be true. And this truth, which is not the truth at all, weakens us, and slowly, bit by bit, our inner strength, our inner power, our inner goddess, our inner light is dimmed considerably. And naturally, with all of this going on, the heart chakra cannot be an open, happy, radiant heart chakra. There are walls. We close this off. We have our defenses. We ensure that we don't allow people in, and we don't want to go out and step out of our comfort zones. And there is this deep sense of loneliness that overtakes so many of us. And all of this is because the throat chakra is not functioning in the way it must, in the way it should. So what is the reason for this? So we've already discussed that suppression and repression of what we feel and think and believe is definitely one of the reasons why the throat chakra is unhealthy. Another reason why the throat chakra is unhealthy is because when a lot of sub-truths, when a lot of our feelings, when a lot of our emotions are pushed down by us, and this is self-imposed, we may find it more convenient to blame someone else, but beloved friends, this is self-imposed. Yes, it might be because we want to protect ourselves in a certain way, but this suppression and this repression is self-imposed. And when it reaches a certain level where it cannot be contained anymore, then it comes out violently. It comes out as aggression, and it comes out as mean and nasty and harsh words. And all of this, these words are as harmful as the words that have not been spoken. Of course, the fact is that an aggressive stance always leads to guilt and shame. The guilt and shame may not be expressed directly, and that's another suppression of an emotion, but it leads to guilt and shame, which again creates its own spiral in the chakras, which is an unhealthy spiral. In order to ensure that this throat chakra is healthy, we have to learn to speak our truth in the moment of truth. We've got to learn to express our emotions without fear that we might be called silly or mad or hyper or oversensitive or foolish. Whatever the judgments made upon us, those are someone else's judgments, and let them remain there. Give yourself the freedom to express your truth. If you express your truth in the moment of truth, there will neither be suppression nor will there be aggression. And what will happen very slowly is, with every instance of expression of self-truth, there will be self-respect. And as you begin to respect yourself more and more and more, you'll begin to love yourself more. And all of these have a rippling effect. And instead of the rippling effect being a negative one, it will be a very positive one. You will bring down your defenses. You will be able to enjoy relationships. You will feel secure in your life. You will give yourself the permission to be happy. You will give yourself the permission to laugh again like you laughed when you were a child. Why are we so happy when we are children, when we are very, very young? because we do not suppress our truths. There are no filters. What we think, we say. What we feel, we say. But we say them so innocently that no one is hurt. This is what we need to bring back. You have a right to express what you think. You have a right to believe in what you believe. You have a right to feel what you feel, and you have a right to express that feeling. But do it in a childlike way, where there is no filter. And so you say it in the innocence, in the purity of the moment, without hurting self or without hurting anyone else. The COVID virus has made it so clear that this area of our entire being is an extremely weak area. We need to work on the throat chakra. We need to work on the higher heart chakra. We need to work on the heart chakra. But if the throat chakra is an imbalanced chakra, is a diseased chakra, you will not be able to work on making the heart chakra a strong chakra. So let's start work with the throat chakra. On my YouTube channel, which is Elena Jade Fire, you will find a meditation there, and I will put the link also here. You will find a meditation which is healing of the throat chakra. I urge you to please do that meditation on a very, very regular basis. But just doing that meditation is not going to be enough. Each day, for an hour a day, make note that in this 1 hour, I am going to express my truth. I am going to speak in an even-toned, soft manner what I need to say. What I think, what I believe, what I feel. I'm going to say it without fear. I'm going to say it without resentment. I'm going to say it without bitterness. Let that hour gradually get longer and longer and longer. And before you know it, you'll be happy to know that that 1 hour has become 24 hours. But let's work together, you and I, on our throat chakra, so that the world, which has become such a distanced space, there are distances between us, there is separation between us because we do not allow people in. And we do not allow people in because we are guarded. We want our defenses up. So let's work on this and make the world a smaller place, a happier place, a more harmonious place, a place that respects everyone's truth. Love you all.